Alright, so we're starting off with the kitchen today. We're going to go ahead and go through the kitchen line here. This guy's ready to be removed. Over here we do have our main stack, but in that we have a old brass cap and cast iron. It is a non-standard size, and it hasn't been removed in decades. You can tell just because of the amount of corrosion around the outside of the cleanout. We're going to go ahead and recommend that be replaced and updated to allow access into the line for maintenance. We're going to go ahead and hop in here. We can see a little lip right there, telling that someone has done maintenance through this access point before, which is a good sign. This being the kitchen line, this is where we're going to get most of our grease and scum buildup. So seeing the maintenance wear and tear here is again, it's a good sign that people have taken care of this at some point in the past. Now this kitchen suite is a good place to take a look at stuff. It's also very important to keep track of for maintenance. It is one of the more common places to forget about. It's also one of the more common places we actually see the grading of the line. And here we've got some old grease, some old scale. It's all pretty flaky and coming off. It's all fairly average. So yes, this was taken care of at some point in the past. If it wasn't, this would more than likely be much worse, with much heavier buildup. So this is actually pretty good so far. And here we transition in to the 3-inch waistline at about 21 feet. That is the tie-in for the main sweep, where we have the brass cap. That looks to be our drain line for the utilities. Got some old stuff stuck to the ceiling here. Nothing I am really worried about. Again, the maintenance on this looks all right. And we have our transition point here at 28 feet, so I'm going to go ahead and flush a toilet, proof flow. We'll push past that. This is actually looking pretty good so far. We're going to go ahead and take a look at this joint at 52 feet on our way back. We have a bunch of something there in that upper corner. Can't quite tell what it is. I'm going to flush some water, take a closer look at it, make sure it's not roots. To me, that does not look like roots at that joint. Looks like there's a slight mismatch between the materials of the PVC, or the Schedule 40 PVC, and the clay, which makes perfect sense. Those materials are different widths and nearly impossible to match up perfectly on the inside every time. Typically we see these connections done with some sort of strong back fern coat, which is like a rubber boot, but it's reinforced with metal. The thing about PVC is, once you get it involved in any sort of connection, it becomes a zero tolerance connection that doesn't allow for roots. What we're looking at here looks to be more scum buildup than roots, which is a good sign that that joint has not failed. But as you can see out here, where we had scale on the inside, we have more grease and scum clinging to the SDR 35 PVC here. So we're going to go ahead and push it out to the main. And that is a PVC to PVC connection here at 73 feet. We're going to go ahead and flush another toilet-proof flow. Really at this point in time, no maintenance, no cleanings, no repairs are needed. This line is going to be fairly low maintenance, all things considered. It will need regular maintenance to tackle any potential roots in the clay that may appear, but definitely to combat any of the scale or rust buildup in the cast iron.